Are you in the mood to watch something super scary that will keep you up at night and leave you restless? From shapeshifters to haunted schools, these irrationally scary paranormal tales will make sure to creep you out and leave you perplexed. Shapeshifter Enigma. In the intriguing world of the internet, one can stumble upon the most bizarre stories, and this individual's tale is no exception. This user is well known for his regular posts about UFOs, aliens, and his own peculiar transformation. Recently, he's been raising eyebrows with his unusual claims. Take a look.
My name is not too important. The information that I'm about to tell you is extremely important. I was an intelligence specialist with the United States Navy. Since then, if you watch my other videos, you realize that strange things have started to happen to my body.
He introduces himself as a former intelligence specialist in the United States Navy. However, his story takes a bizarre turn as he describes an unexpected decline in his eyesight since leaving the military. After a medical examination, he was advised to consult a specialist due to an unusual vertical anomaly in his left eye. He's convinced that his eye is morphing into a reptilian shape. Could he really be one of these secret reptile humans? Intriguingly, that's not all. He alleges that his body is undergoing a mysterious transformation. He has documented the growth of additional limbs in various places.
On both sides, I'm growing additional limbs. My hands, my thumbs, they're extending and growing too.
He hints that he might have been part of some sort of super soldier program and is now a shapeshifter.
At first, I just put out a cry for help on TikTok. I didn't know who was going to answer, who's going to respond. Other people out there that went through similar experiences.
He even hints at the possibility that he was part of a secret super soldier program, which may have resulted in his current condition. This leads to the intriguing concept of shapeshifting, a well-known theme in mythology, folklore, and speculative fiction. Shapeshifters, beings capable of changing their physical form, have been a part of stories throughout history, from the European werewolves that transform under a full moon to mythological gods like Loki. Known for their ability to assume various forms, shapeshifting is a fascinating and recurring theme. Do you believe in these stories of shapeshifters? The concept of reptilian shapeshifters, often referred to as reptoids, has gained notoriety in science fiction, conspiracy theories, and ufology. These beings are believed to be capable of morphing into reptilian creatures, originating from extraterrestrial civilizations or alternate dimensions. This theory claims that these reptilian shapeshifters secretly control the world, orchestrating global events from behind the scenes. In a startling revelation, he even claims to be one of the first individuals to receive a neural link, an implantable brain-machine interface device developed by Elon Musk's company in 2016.
If you notice, the first people to receive an actual Neuralink. Now people will doubt, they'll debunk, they'll sit there and say, there's no human trials. Yeah, there's.
He feels a strong sense of responsibility to share this information, especially since his previous TikTok account, which garnered millions of views and followers, was banned. Could shapeshifters really be on their way to taking over the world? Snake attack. Ophidiophobia, the fear of snakes, is a widespread and intense phobia that often surpasses rational thinking. This fear extends to avoiding not only real encounters with snakes, but also images, videos, and discussions involving these reptiles. If that sounds like you, the next video will send you into hysterics. A recent video on Reddit caught the attention of many, showing a snake skillfully slithering up a brick wall. What's interesting is the snake's technique of using the grooves between the bricks to make its ascent. Observers were quick to draw comparisons between the snake's movement and the classic snake game found on old Nokia phones. Did this give you the creeps? The snake in question is identified as a California king snake, a non-venomous species known for its striking and unique coloration. California king snakes are particularly fascinating due to their dietary habits. They are ophiophagous, which means they feed on other snakes, including venomous species. This diet, along with their apparent immunity to the venom of many of the snakes they consume, has earned them the title of king. While they typically grow to be around 3 to 4 feet in length, some can reach up to 5 feet. While they they pose no threat to humans, encountering one of these snakes in your house would immediately leave you searching for a new place. Could you handle encountering a snake this dangerous? Disfigured face. An eerie video shared on TikTok captured a mysterious creature that initially puzzled the poster.
Escucha, hágale suavecito. Espere, hágale.
The poster mentions in the description that, at first, he thought it might have been some cats howling on the roof. That doesn't appear to be the case though. As you can see, at first, it was thought that the object might be a barn owl. Nevertheless, a lot of people disapproved, pointing out that it seems to have a face. Its large, dark eyes and grayish skin can even be seen if you slow down the video. What do you suppose this eerie being could be? Is it a person, or is it something else completely? Hairy tongue. A Reddit photo posted by user SwingAdmin showcases a common but peculiar condition known as hairy tongue. Despite its name, this condition doesn't involve actual hair growth on the tongue. It results from the filiform papillae, small cone-shaped projections on the tongue surface, failing to shed as they typically do. These papillae, which are approximately 1 millimeter in length, usually go through a life cycle similar to skin cells. They grow, serve their function, and then shed. However, in cases of hairy tongue, these papillae grow longer, possibly up to 18 millimeters, and accumulate debris, including bacteria and food particles. The tongue can also be discolored due to food or mouthwash use. Could you handle seeing someone with this bizarre condition? The next video is so eerie that it'll leave you shocked. However, before we move on, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to not miss out on any future creepiness. Centaur mystery. A fascinating image shared on Reddit by user Volosavaronki features the centaur of Volos. The inscription beneath the image explains that this figure is part of one of 3 centaur burials discovered in 1980 by the Archaeological Society of Argos Orestiko, located 8 kilometers northeast of Volos, Greece. This intriguing exhibit made its debut in 1980 at the Madison Art Center in Wisconsin, USA. The figure is crafted from a combination of authentic human and horse bones, assembled by Bill Willers, an artist and biology professor at the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. Willers utilized human bones from an anatomical specimen from India, along with bones from a Shetland pony. To enhance the realism of this creation, he stained the bones with tea to achieve a uniform color. Have you seen anything like this before? The centaur of Volos, originally displayed in various colleges during the 1980s, was eventually purchased by the University of Tennessee. It has remained a permanent exhibit ever since. The purpose of creating and showcasing the centaur of Volos was to encourage critical thinking among students, cautioning them against unquestioning acceptance of information, even when it seems to come from a reliable source, like a university exhibit. Bill Willers continued his artistic journey by receiving a commission from Skulls Unlimited, a company specializing in authentic bones, to create another centaur, this time in a dynamic pose. The resulting piece, known as the Centaur of Timvi, was displayed at the International Wildlife Museum in Arizona. Would you like a chance to see these centaurs once? School horror. An anonymous individual who served as facilities manager at a school in Connecticut for 25 years shared a brief but perplexing video via email. The video captures a single light fixture swinging back and forth while 15 to 20 other fixtures in the vicinity remain stationary. The individual emphasizes that there's no apparent explanation, such as air currents, to account for this unusual phenomenon. Moreover, this activity has reportedly been witnessed by several people dating back as far as 2015. The anonymous observer speculates that the school might be situated on top of a Native American burial ground. Although this remains speculation, the footage raises the compelling question of what could be causing the light to sway. Is it a paranormal occurrence, or is there a rational explanation for this bizarre and persistent movement? Ball lightning. A peculiar meteorological event observed in Perdido Key, Florida, left weather experts baffled. Have a look. During a lightning storm, an unidentified light seemed to move toward the storm's inflow. This intriguing spectacle, captured in a video, gave rise to several theories about the nature of this mysterious light. Some speculated that it might be a lantern or even a UFO, while others raised the possibility of ball lightning. Ball lightning is a captivating atmospheric electrical phenomenon characterized by luminescent spherical objects that vary in size, from pea-sized to several meters in diameter. Unlike the split-second flash of a regular lightning bolt, ball lightning lasts considerably longer. Its duration can range from a few seconds to several minutes. Have you ever witnessed this frightening spectacle? Ball lightning, reported throughout history, remains a relatively rare and poorly understood phenomenon due to its unpredictable and transient nature, which complicates scientific study. Witnesses often describe these luminous orbs as multicolored or even white, with erratic movements or hovering. Some reports even mention a hissing or buzzing sound and occasionally an accompanying odor. Observers of the video are left with the intriguing question of whether this phenomenon can be classified as ball lightning. Let us know what you think. If you're still brave enough to continue watching creepy paranormal phenomena, click here to watch more videos that leave you frightened.
Hello? Hello? Who's that?
On the request of so many on my Instagram, I've come up with yet another edition of Scary Video Feed Fears. And guess what? The thrill in this part 2 is on another level, featuring some of the creepiest videos on the internet. Here's another compilation from Mr. Frightening, just for you. So let's check it out. Our first clip comes from Dark Ghost Paranormal. Since the channel is based in Russia, the location shown in the video is also somewhere in Russia. Their footage shows a battered down school building, which is told to be last used by the Germans in World War II. The drone footage of the poor building clearly hints on the fact that it was badly burnt to the ground. What's really chilling is the account given by the locals living nearby. According to them, just before the fire broke out, they had seen a silhouette of a strange woman looking out of the window. And in just a moment, the eastern part of the building was on fire, burning to ashes. What's really strange is that the locals who saw the woman couldn't identify her. The team of Dark Ghost Paranormal is here to uncover the mystery behind the burnt school building. Dennis, the lead investigator, has entered the old, dilapidated building. Soon, Dennis sets up a spirit box to record any response from ethereal entities. He tries to provoke a response from spirits that might be lurking inside the old building. Take a close look.
Это ты сожгла это помещение?
Да.
As Dennis wants to go forward with the investigation, he sets up a few cameras in various locations to capture the evidence of the paranormal. It's only a few moments after the setup when this happens. The camera in the hallway captures 2 doors creaking open on their own. Dennis is now chilled to the bone, but he wants to capture something more convincing and wants to communicate with the spirit. He enters a suspicious room and provokes a response. What happens next is absolutely sinister. Take a close look.
Дай мне знак, если надо где-то еще искать.
When the OP provokes a response, chairs and boxes slide into each other on their own. Boy, that was creepy. Now, Dennis decides to set up a spirit box and camera in the basement, which is already masked in darkness. He sets up a light along the spirit box to capture a response. It's only a matter of minutes when this is caught. As the lights turn back on, the spirit box starts to alarm Dennis to leave. Dennis is now freaked out. He rushes to the spirit box and asks what the sinister entity really wants from him.
Что тебе нужно от меня?
The response scares the hell out of Dennis. He realizes he's dealing with something terribly sinister. He decides to pick up his equipment and leave the property at once. So, what's really happening here? Is this burnt old building really haunted? Was it the spirit of the creepy woman that was seen just moments before the building crumbled to ashes? Or is it something far more unexplainable? I would really like your thoughts on this one. Scary videos feed fears, and our next one is filled with eerie, hair-raising moments. It's old and has been creeping out viewers for more than a decade now. This clip is from the security footage of a secret workplace. It's 11 at night when we can clearly spot a worker making his way to the back door in the top right camera. What happens next is absolutely bizarre. Take a close look. In a flash of lights, the live footage is distorted completely. It gets normal, but the man is nowhere to be found for 2 hours. Suddenly, in the top right footage, we see a man on his hands and knees. He seems to be disfigured. It is being told that it was the same employee who left through the gate 2 hours back. He doesn't look normal at all. What's even more unsettling is that the employee quit their job in the same week the incident took place. Skeptics are baffled by what the clip shows and are saying that the clip is creepy real. Alien enthusiasts suggest that it could possibly be the case of an alien abduction, as the live security footage was distorted while the man disappeared for 2 hours. The man had no contact with anyone during this time. Instances of alien abduction point to the phenomenon of missing time. The victim loses track of time when they come in contact with outworldly entities. But that's all just a theory, as accounts of alien abduction have never been acknowledged as true. Still, the question ponders, where the heck was the employee for those 2 hours of lost footage? And why did he quit the job? Are we being kept away from an unnerving mystery here? Or does the clip have a rather simple explanation? Well, as for all the videos, you decide. If you haven't subscribed till yet, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. And don't forget to watch Scary Video Feed Fears Part 1, just in case you've missed out. Hiking in a forest is meant to calm your mind, as you get to gaze at adorable animals and sit under the soothing shade of trees. But if you're like Adam Benini, you might not want to go to a forest ever again. Scary videos feed fears, but this clip is not a scary one, but unnerving in its own way. It comes from Japan, where Adam and his friend were trekking near a mountainside. Location told is somewhere near Mount Ye. The two friends were not aware of the route and found themselves lost. As unusual as it may sound, they happened to stumble upon a walkway that connects to a dam. Upon closing in on the pathway, they came across this. Take a close look.
What the f is this thing?
So we stumbled upon the most questionable kind of thing we've seen so far. Let me show you. What is this?
In the clip, we see the head of a snake-like creature.
What the f is this thing?
So we stumbled upon.
But as the camera pans around, we see it's a worm-like creature that lays in water, winding over itself. So, it's impossible to make out what's the actual size of it. It appears to be enormous. That's not all. The visitors even took some photographs of the mysterious, lazy creature. One of the pictures clearly shows a signboard with some text in Japanese that has been scribbled on. So, could it possibly be a warning from a previous visitor? Is the pathway running to the dam really full of mysterious creatures? And can you identify this massive creature? Make sure to comment your theories down below. Our next scary clip comes from Mark B Television. It has stunned viewers on the internet, and they can't help but look at it closely again and again for an explanation. The YouTuber had decided to film at night at a public park in Manchester, which, as acclaimed by the locals, is sinister haunted. It's called the Boggart Hole Clough Park. Even though our OP had a habit of jogging in the same park, he had no clue that it could be haunted. To find any evidence of ethereal presence in the park, the YouTuber decides to investigate at midnight.
The clock has just struck midnight, and I've turned the camera up as bright as it'll go.
This haunted park is located in Blackley, Manchester. It has also been confirmed that the sprawling woods that expand deep across the park are nothing but ancient, coming of the Bronze Age. Rumors have it that the entire park is an abode of ancient spirits that seem to unleash in the dead of the night. But what's downright chilling is the spirits haven't vanished till today. The modern legend about the park has it that a certain area which is relatively deep into the woods is haunted by the Boggart. It's an elf-like creature with an uncanny, ghostly appearance. It is told that back in the olden days, there were instances where the locals spotted the Boggart near a broken farmhouse deep in the woods. In the olden days, children who went deep into the woods to play and wander around never returned. People of the time were of the view that Boggart was the culprit. He would drag the children deep in the woods, prey on them, leaving them nowhere to be found. Chilled and unnerved by these superstitious tales, our investigator decides to walk in. It's now midnight, and the entire park is masked in pitch darkness.
When I finish jogging here late at night, I have still seen the odd person around, so...
Even though it is really dark and quiet, the YouTuber can't spot anything creepy. He continues to walk on.
Apart from that, absolutely nobody around whatsoever.
But things take a strange turn when our OP starts to check around a nearby bridge. Take a close look.
And as I said, it leads to the 99 steps and to the higher bridge. And the thing about Boggart Hole Clough Park is... Hello? Hello? Who's that? Who's that?
As the YouTuber walks on the narrow pathway, he's freaked out by the sight of a creepy man coming at him. He seems to be wearing an ugly mask, so he can't see his face. Scared to the core, the natural response from the YouTuber is flight. The YouTuber can be seen running back, and the clip suddenly stops. We don't really know what happened later. Viewers are speculating that this could be the modern version of the Boggart. What's downright creepy is the man kept walking despite the torchlight flashing in his face. He wasn't scared at all. So what do you think is happening here? Are we really seeing the legend of the Boggart in front of us? Or does the clip have a rather simple explanation? Comment below and share your theories on this one. If you like this video, make sure to check out our YouTube channel. There's another part of Scary Videos Feed Fears. So, if you haven't watched that yet, go on our videos page and watch it right now. And there's a lot more scary videos yet to come to our channel, so stay tuned for more. Today's video will make sure to terrify the soul out of you and make you scream out in fear. Caught on camera, this series of creepy videos is enough to cause nightmares. And if that is how you want to spend your night, this video is the one to watch before going to bed. Woman with wavy hair. The user Kiana posted this unsettling photo that is confusing all viewers. It was taken at approximately 10 p.m. while she was spending time at her cousin Jose's house. Something weird and unusual seems to be watching from the background. Although there are no external lights in the background and the photo was taken at night, the poster notes that it appears to be daytime through a window. When they zoomed in closer, they could clearly make out that the figure was a woman with long, curly hair who appeared to be holding something. The figure appears to be somewhat transparent, adding to its mystery. What do you suppose was captured on camera in this instance? A fleeting shadow or something paranormal? Towering entities. A TikTok user shared a chilling account of a series of bizarre events that unfolded on May 1st, 2023. The story starts with a TikTok user and their brother being in their Las Vegas backyard around midnight when they heard an unusual sound coming from the sky. To their astonishment, they witnessed a bright light plummeting from the heavens, swiftly followed by a deafening crash. As the object struck the ground, their already perplexing night took a terrifying turn when they started hearing numerous footsteps surrounding them. Intriguingly, the user spotted a tall entity with a height between 8 to 10 feet and a strikingly slender physique. Have you ever seen a strange creature like this before? Acting swiftly, they called their father, who also witnessed the towering figure. It was only then that the family retreated indoors and recorded a video, providing a glimpse of this unexplained entity. The TikTok user firmly believes that, although the video doesn't offer a clear view of the creature, it was undeniably present. But the nightmare didn't stop there. As the user went to fetch some tools, they came face to face with yet another entity, one that closely resembled the first. This being had a large face, a towering and gaunt frame, and an eerie greenish-gray complexion. A spine-chilling experience followed as they locked eyes with this creature, describing the sensation as being similar to the immobilizing effects of sleep paralysis.
It was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature. He was a gray-greenish color, and when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze, like the same experience as having sleep paralysis. Keep in mind, I'm staring at him, and I look at his whole body, and he has a weird-looking feet and a big face, and eyes, and you can see a big mouth.
After a few seconds of this harrowing encounter, the TikTok user managed to regain control of their body and sprinted back into the house. Did the creature harbor some mysterious power? The next logical step was to dial 911 to report the inexplicable situation. The ensuing conversation with the dispatcher paints a vivid picture of their terror. Have a listen.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. Big eyes, they have big eyes,
okay.
like I can't explain it, and big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
As they waited for the police to arrive, the family claimed to hear what sounded like footsteps on the roof. An official news clip captured the TikTok user recounting these events to the officers, who were visibly intrigued and somewhat perplexed.
What did you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? Or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe it.
One officer even mentioned that their partner had seen something fall from the sky earlier that evening, which added an unsettling layer of confirmation to the user's story. The police officers subsequently ventured into the backyard and were shocked to discover a perfect circular imprint on the ground. As they left the scene, one of the officers humorously told the family that if these 9-foot beings were to return, they shouldn't contact the police and handle the situation themselves.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
The boy then claims that he and his family
The family decided to return indoors and began to pray. As they did, a loud, human-like scream emanated from the backyard. Will the beings continue to return to haunt the family? Boy with no head. This strange picture was posted by Paul Reed and has left viewers scratching their heads. The boy's head seems oddly absent from the picture, The uploader claims that their grandson is in the picture, which was taken by his ex-wife on a strawberry picking trip in Redford, Notts, UK. Those who saw the picture immediately began to clarify the strange anomaly. Some people suspect the image may be a photoshopped hoax. Some think the boy's head being covered by part of the engine is just a trick of perspective. But if you examine the picture closely, you'll see that the boy is actually quite a distance away from the tractor. Undoubtedly, this is a confusing picture. What do you think is the reason behind this perplexing image? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe as we explore more creepy stories. UFOs. A perplexing video clip surfaced from Amesbury in Wiltshire, England, featuring an unexplained aerial phenomenon. Take a look. In the footage, 4 lights are seen hovering in the distance. However, the situation takes a mysterious turn as one of the lights suddenly vanishes within seconds. The camera operator then zooms in on the remaining lights, and the central light begins to flicker before vanishing as well. Moments later, a third light disappears, this time even more abruptly than the previous 2. The final light follows suit and blinks out of sight. At first glance, this sighting appears to be an inexplicable and puzzling event. What were these strange lights? Some viewers initially thought these lights might be associated with extraterrestrial activity, sparking conversations about potential UFO sightings. However, further investigation revealed an alternative explanation. It was noted that an aerial show had taken place in the vicinity around the same time that this footage was recorded, leading some to speculate that these lights could be flares used during the performance. While UFO sightings in England have long been a subject of fascination and debate, this particular case might have a more down-to-earth explanation linked to an entertainment event. Nonetheless, the intrigue and mystery surrounding such sightings in the region persist, with the debate over the possibility of extraterrestrial life remaining a topic of ongoing discussion and exploration. Which side of the debate are you on? Let us know. Bridgewater Triangle. Situated in southeast Massachusetts, the Bridgewater Triangle is a 200 square mile area noted for its high sightings of unexplained phenomena, such as reports of unidentified flying objects, cryptids, and even ghosts. The towns of Abington, Rehoboth, and Freetown, which are the vertices of the triangle, serve as its general boundaries. The Hockomock Swamp is one of the most notorious places in the triangle. It's a sizable marsh where numerous odd sightings have been documented. This includes reports of encounters with monsters resembling Bigfoot, enormous snakes, and thunderbirds, huge birds whose wingspans rival those of tiny aircraft. The swamp is also said to be the site of spectral fires, poltergeist activity, and other unexplained occurrences. Is there evidence to back up claims of these horrors? This little video shows a team of investigators looking into paranormal activity. If any entities are present, one of the investigators asks them to leave the area by turning the light on their REM pod blue. It does.
If you want us to leave, make that go up one more time. Make it go to blue. We're out, all right.
The Freetown Fall River State Forest, another location in the triangle, has been the site of a number of unsettling occurrences, including crimes and allegations of satanic cult activity. Additionally, a number of paranormal occurrences, including light orbs and apparition sightings, have been reported to occur there. The Bridgewater Triangle's purported connections to Native American history and legend are another important aspect of the area. The region was formerly the tribal lands of the Wampanoag people, and some theories suggest that the strange phenomena around the triangle could be related to a curse that was supposedly placed on the land. The evidence supporting the enigmatic phenomenon of the Bridgewater Triangle is primarily anecdotal, and skeptics frequently dismiss these mysteries as the result of misinterpretations or natural explanations. Nonetheless, the triangle continues to fascinate ufologists, cryptozoologists, and paranormal investigators to this day. Do you think there really is a curse on this land? Or is it all just folklore? Orbs. Ghost hunter extraordinaire Robin Duncan posted this eerie image. She took a late-night photo of several orbs and what she thought might be a ghost in her backyard, next to her swimming pool. The poster mentions that, in later pictures, the orbs and the figure appear to disappear. The shape in the photos looks more and more like a person as you enlarge them. Even the nose and eyes of the figure appear to be visible. The phenomenon of orbs is hotly contested in the paranormal community. Usually, they are observed as tiny spherical light anomalies that show up in pictures or videos. Have you ever witnessed these orbs before? These orbs are thought by many paranormal enthusiasts to be spirits or other supernatural entities' manifestations. Some people interpret certain characteristics, like size, color, and behavior, as significant because they may reveal something about the spirit's character or attitude. Skeptics and a large number of professional photographers contend that commonplace circumstances are usually the cause of these orbs. The light from the flash is reflected by dust, pollen, or moisture particles near the camera's lens, giving the appearance of glowing orbs. Similar effects can also be produced by bugs, lens flares, or other small objects. Then, is it feasible that this set of photos has at last established a link between orbs and otherworldly beings, similar to the one the poster thinks they have photographed? Looking for more scary videos that'll ruin your night's sleep? Click right here and enter back into the sinister world of the paranormal. These disturbing videos will keep you up at night, and they're the last thing you'd want to watch before going to bed. But here's the catch: you won't be able to look away. In this compilation, we've lined up some spine-chilling encounters that will terrify you tonight. Horseplay haunts. Here's a chilling tale for you. Jane and Bob Dorotic resided on a horse ranch known as Caspian Stables. One fateful day, Bob Dorotic met an eerie and scary end, and Jane found herself at the heart of a disturbing mystery. To this day, the question of who brought terror to Bob's life remains unanswered. The enigma lingers. Maggie and Amanda venture into the heart of Caspian Stables, setting the stage for a true, chill-inducing experience.
Really? Like they're talking to horses, basically?
And just as the atmosphere becomes nearly suffocating, an otherworldly scream echoes through the air.
What the was that? That was a scream.
It's the kind of moment that can keep you up at night, wondering what lurks in the shadows. With dowsing rods in hand, they seek answers in the cold, dark corners of the ranch.
That was the fastest one yet. Straighten them back out and we'll ask the next question. Can you straighten them?
The rods tremble, leading them toward the unknown, but it may not be enough to unlock the secrets held by the spirits that dwell here. As they prepare to leave this eerie place, they offer the malevolent presence one last chance to reveal itself.
This is your last chance to talk to us right here.
What did it say?
Can you say that again? Is there anything else you want to say?
She's evil.
That's what it sounds like.
Is it evil, or is it something more sinister? Who haunts Caspian Stables? We may never know. Spooky Skatecliff. Dating back to the 15th century, Skatecliff Hall is a haunted hotel in the UK. But when a paranormal investigation team decides to step into its eerie and scary history, they get more than they bargained for. What they encounter is enough to terrify you tonight. Something that should be expected in such ancient buildings, yet it's a surprise we don't witness more often.
I'm hearing a few little squeaks, different squeaks. Oh! Right.
As the team delves deeper, an incident occurs.
Stay still. Stay still. Stay still. Right, time to go. Stay still.
Luckily, Paul escaped without serious harm, but it could have been much worse. This experience has left an indelible mark, changing the way they approach abandoned buildings. But here's the question that lingers. What exactly did they encounter in the depths of Skatecliff Hall that fateful night? What awaited them in that haunted hall? A demon? A supernatural specter? Or something even worse? Spectral presentation. A specter with a pending presentation, perhaps? Redditor Uzosa uncovers this eerie and scary video. A spine-tingling encounter that occurred to a close friend while working late.
Desde hace rato escuché que se estaban moviendo las cosas desde allá de la esquina. Mira. Desde hace rato estaba escuchando que se mueven. No mames.
In the dimly lit room, a chair takes on a life of its own, spinning mysteriously. Now, the comment section is abuzz with skepticism, questioning why the woman began recording in the first place. But here's the twist. The Redditor has an explanation.
Desde hace rato escuché que se estaban moviendo las cosas desde allá de la esquina. Mira. Desde hace rato estaba escuchando que se mueven las cosas, en serio. No mames.
Many others chime in, suggesting her fearful reaction appears entirely legit. I won't rush to conclusions, and neither should you. The tension is palpable. So, which side of this disturbing encounter are you on? Spectral whispers. Deep within the enigmatic Barlow Institute, the eerie and scary unfolds before our eyes as the YouTube team Sefton Paranormal Investigations captures what can only be described as undeniable paranormal activity. You don't want to miss this.
You see the two little fire exit? Like,
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. What? Oh my god.
Picture this. Coins placed atop a ball mysteriously tumble to the ground, and the ball itself starts moving on its own.
You see the two little fire exit? Like,
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. What? Oh my god.
The crew embarks on a quest to recreate the eerie event, but their efforts fall short, leaving them bewildered. Then, when the entire crew departs, the camera captures something that sends shivers down your spine. They believe it's the sound of a ghostly whistle and the subtle movement of a chair. While I can't personally vouch for the whistling, there's no denying that we all witnessed the ball's inexplicable movement. What's lurking within the Barlow Institute? Ready to keep you up at night? A paranormal presence, undoubtedly. Cryptic occurrences. Venturing deep into the sinister Skidbrook Demonic Church, the eerie and scary reign supreme. A paranormal investigation team stumbles upon an unsettling anomaly, and it's not something you'll want to overlook. Did you hear that ominous crack? Let's take a closer look. Watch closely as a tile fractures and goes hurtling across a tombstone. The sheer bizarreness of this movement is enough to give anyone chills, especially with the spine-tingling close-up. There seems to be no logical explanation for this event, leaving us with one unnerving possibility. Could demons be involved? Before we uncover more secrets, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a spooky moment. Vanishing Dread. Trevor and Franklin, on a relentless quest to uncover the eerie and scary, venture into the heart of a haunted home. But here's what happened in the previous episode.
Are you a good spirit?
Oh my! Are you kidding me? It just...
Fast forward to now, and a wave of rancid odor overwhelms Trevor's senses.
What are you doing?
You smell that?
I smell what?
It's like a really... You smell... Can you...
Smell it?
No, I don't smell it at all.
I'm not feeling too well. That's a bad smell. How do you not smell that?
The source leads him to the bathroom, but when Franklin follows, he vanishes without a trace.
Trevor. Hey.
Panic sets in as Trevor desperately searches for his missing companion.
Trevor, you need to answer me, but playing around, this is not funny.
In the eerie silence, captured on a Steadicam, Trevor reappears, but something is terribly amiss. Franklin, approaching with trepidation, finds himself increasingly freaked out, and as the truth unfolds, he realizes his fear is justified.
Trevor, you need to stop.
Franklin. Behind you.
The tension is palpable, and the final revelation leaves us with one chilling question. What happened to Franklin? This is the type of video you definitely want to watch before going to bed. So, what exactly transpired in that haunted home? You decide. Haunting hide and seek. In the shadowy depths of a friend's attic, an eerie and scary presence lurks. A young girl's spirit, restless and unseen, awaits an investigation. With a Kinect device in hand, the paranormal investigation team embarks on their spectral quest. And there she is, the ghostly figure perched on the dresser.
Oh, it's sitting right there on your dresser. The spirit was. It's right here. It's on your dresser. It looks like a child.
You can see them. It does.
While this time she refrains from playing tricks or moving objects, she possesses a mysterious habit of reappearing, almost like a game of peekaboo. But is this really a playful game? Or is this little girl's spirit merely shy? The mystery deepens, and we're left with a lingering question. What more does this spirit have to reveal? Whispers of the unseen. Prepare yourself for a journey into the heart of a house that's nothing short of terrifying. As this investigative duo step over the threshold, the very air seems to shudder with foreboding. A sudden, bone-chilling door bang sends shivers down their spines.
So let's go and have a look. Did you hear that?
I did hear like a boom.
Like a bang of a door or something?
Undeterred, they press on, only to halt in their tracks once again, as disembodied voices whisper through the silence.
I think we should go in the dark. Literally, I heard voices.
In a dimly lit hallway, a woman's voice lingers, weaving an unsettling tapestry of sound.
Yeah, that's like a woman's voice.
With the spirit box in use, their expressions contort with confusion, messages from beyond echoing through the device.
Am I dead?
Jesus.
Your phone is,
Anna.
is the one.
Abused.
As they reach out to communicate with the other side, an unexplained thud reverberates through the space. But the most disturbing piece of evidence lies in a low, almost inhuman murmur that lingers like an ominous secret.
Jace.
What?
Jace.
With that unearthly murmur and the messages captured through the spirit box, it's difficult not to be convinced that something truly terrifying transpired within the walls of this place. The question remains, what other mysteries and horrors await in the dark corners of this haunted house? Whispers of the Damned. Submitted to the R Chills Narrator subreddit by Hunting the Haunted, we uncover their chilling submission titled Demonic Voice at Abandoned Insane Asylum. Join us as we unravel the secrets they've shared with the world.
Oh, I gotta get that out, yeah. Let me grab my camera.
Go grab your camera.
My camera's in the car. I gotta get that out, yeah. Let me grab my camera.
Go grab your camera.
The comment section buzzes with intrigue as Paranormal Psychic writes, if this is actually real, that is probably the clearest EVP possibly ever. Meanwhile, shuddering Shannon shares, it said, go grab the camera, in a mischievous child's voice. Did you catch the sinister utterances of the disturbing demonic voice? If so, what do you believe it whispered? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Cult of the Lost Souls. The following footage, captured at a cemetery, defies explanation. Behold, one of the most convincing full-bodied apparitions ever seen. Take a closer look. This is not something you'd want to miss.
But still no sign. But still no sign. What was that?
But that's not the only spine-tingling encounter that is stumbled upon in this haunted cemetery. What is the hooded figure doing here? And could it be connected to the otherworldly entity captured on film? The mystery deepens, and I have a theory. Could this hooded man be a cult member, summoning the spirits from their final resting places? The lines between the living and the dead blur, leaving us with a lingering question. What truly unfolds in this place of restless souls? Ready for more hair-raising encounters? Don't wander into the dark alone. Click for your next dose of supernatural suspense. This footage might get deleted because of how scary and sinister it is. These haunting moments caught on camera are not something you will want to watch before going to bed. So, if you want a peaceful slumber, don't watch this at night for your own safety. Haunted Woods. Based in the UK, Will's Whereabouts is a well-known YouTube channel dedicated to travel and camping. Will, the host, travels the United Kingdom in his van, giving advice to his audience. But in this episode, something strange occurs in the middle of the night while camping in Box Hill, an old forested area southwest of London. As the sun sets over the forest, he starts by preparing dinner at the campsite. After that, Will makes himself comfortable for the night and tries to sleep. But something horrible awakens him in the middle of the night.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
They're screaming in the distance.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
What could be the source of these horrible screams? Some viewers initially believed it might be a wild bark or some other kind of wildlife, but Will claims he believed there were a few parked cars not far off in the distance. One can't help but wonder what was going on deep in the woods at all hours of the night when they hear the screams, which have an unsettling blend of pleasure and pain. Do you think one should be concerned about those screams?
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
Guard scene. This guard asserts in the upcoming clips that he is the only person still available at this specific facility who is willing to work the night shift. We get to see the guard's point of view as he patrols the deserted building in the TikTok video. He enters through a corridor and remarks on how horrible it feels to walk through. Then he says, without going into further detail, that something bad happened here. He claims that the facility experiences strange happenings, and the next walkthrough is planned for 3 a.m. when things get really intense. Similar to the first clip, the second one starts off similarly. The guard moves through the hallway and is visible to us. He appears to be pushed from one side of the hallway to the other before collapsing to the ground. What could be this unknown force harassing the guard? Then a more sinister development occurred. He was seemingly lifted by some unseen force toward the ceiling. What made this even more unsettling was the fact that this wasn't an isolated event. The guard hinted that such phenomena had occurred before. In the next footage, he identified an area within the facility where strange activities seemed to culminate. This time, he decided to leave his phone recording while he completed his rounds. The video showed a sudden flash of light just before a hatch on the right side of the corridor popped open, rattling several times. Could it be an animal inside? Armed with a flashlight, the guard cautiously approached the hatch, opened it, and crawled inside. While the space initially seemed unremarkable, attentive viewers might spot something chilling. A discolored and motley hand resting on one of the supports. The guard, seemingly oblivious to the presence, continued his search, and the hand withdrew into the darkness. In response to this disturbing find, the guard quickly retreated back to the hatch. So, what lurks in this dingy crawl space? Is it a ghost, or could it be a person? Sinister ruins. This next video may have captured evidence of a ghost roaming the ruins of the Knowlton Church in Dorset, England. The church was built in the late 12th century, and its haunting ruins remain today. The video starts with the team assembling their equipment on the church grounds. They get their thermal cameras, motion sensors, and other ghost hunting equipment ready.
What?
Got that on camera, I got that on camera, it just went orange. Swear to God, mate.
You do that again, please, if that was you, so I can see it. Wow.
Wow.
You flash it to red, please.
Wow.
Wow.
They begin their investigation by entering the ruins after setting up their equipment.
So where's the balls? You put one out there, yeah?
One there, one up there, and one here.
So you stand where you are, and I'll stand here. We will both just ask some questions, yeah? Oh, the ball's going off, the ball's going off! The ball's going off!
Wow. What's going? Yes, thank you for communicating with her.
That was going off. There's no way you could say, I should fuck you, it's the floor. We're on concrete, mate.
And that went off.
Yeah. Can you touch this device on the windowsill, please? By the window. Who are we communicating with? Oh, it's gone off again, man.
There we go.
Wow. There you go. There's two ways you can communicate with us. If you're a boy, if you're a child, can you do both of them at the same time, please? Imagine that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Should we do an EVP?
Thank you for showing us, eh?
Oh, shit, man. I can't believe that.
The video shows a figure standing in the church's archway. They notice it on their thermal camera and decide to investigate. However, as they get closer, the figure, which looks like a child, vanishes. Where could that figure have come from? The disappearance of the figure appears to frighten the investigators. Then they go deeper into the ruins. They capture something strange here. Keep a close eye on things.
Oh, what? Oh man, what the we just caught? What? Look, it's like a kid. Runs off. Over there, behind that.
A transparent figure or apparition can be seen moving through the ruins. It's a strange, ghostly figure that they believe is the spirit of someone who lived centuries ago and is still alive in these ancient ruins. Could their suspicions be true? Haunted Hospital. The footage, originating from Felix Bon's hospital in Santiago, Chile, surfaced on the internet and is terrifying viewers. The video presented an eerie scenario as a patient, initially appearing to have a panic attack, seemed to have their leg pulled by an invisible force, leading to mysterious disturbances. A subsequent report shared a witness account of experiencing inexplicable sounds, whispers, and laughter while wandering through an abandoned wing of the same hospital. To corroborate these claims, a different clip emerged, captured in an old, disused section, featuring ghostly murmurs and strange movements. Additionally, a curious incident occurred in a dark corridor, showing an object appearing to be hurled against the wall. These unexplained events raise the question, could the Felix Bulnes Hospital be genuinely haunted? Lost Spirit. This eerie security footage was captured at a workplace located in northern Italy near the Brentella Canal. Take a look. The footage portrayed a dark figure walking the area and seemingly passing through a solid wall, followed by an unsettling walk across what should have been water. Some viewers speculated that the figure might be a remnant from the region's troubling past during a 2-year-long war in the 12th century. The camera's mysterious footage, depicting the figure moving through both a wall and over water, ignited curiosity and makes you wonder, what exactly am I seeing? Paris Catacombs. The catacombs of Paris, with a haunting history dating back to the late 18th century, were a solution to the city's overcrowded cemeteries. These tunnels housed the bodies of over 6 million people, with a history of serving as a venue for concerts and events in the early 19th century. A still image, allegedly recovered from a camera found deep within the catacombs in the 1990s, showcased a dimly lit underground passageway. At the end stood an eerie figure, a blend between a human and a beast, resembling the Egyptian deity Anubis. It was rumored that the camera's owner had vanished after recording the eerie image. The recovered video indicated the person's apparent confusion and being lost in the catacombs before the clip abruptly ended. The camera had one last photo. What do you think the creature is in the image? Before we move on to the next video, make sure to hit subscribe to not miss out on any of the horror. Mystery Stroller. A security camera in a popular Chinese shopping mall captured an eerie incident late at night, suggesting the presence of a ghost. Employees arriving in the morning found a pram placed in the middle of the room. Reviewing the security footage revealed the eerie movement of the stroller, seemingly propelled by an unseen force, and even the doll inside appeared to move. Observers also noted orb-like forms in the video, possibly dust particles in front of the camera. Chinese culture is rich with tales about ghosts, often considered the spirits of those who faced unjust or unresolved circumstances in life. Could this be the doing of a Chinese ghost? Oxford Ghost. This unsettling footage was reportedly taken during a paranormal investigation at Oxford Castle in the UK, conducted during a solo overnight visit. The footage reveals a haunting image. A ghostly pale face staring through the window, seemingly disembodied. The uploader claimed not to have noticed the figure at the time of recording. As the camera pans around a corner, another lurking figure in the darkness is captured. The city of Oxford has a reputation of numerous ghost sightings, including tales about George Napier, accused of being a Catholic priest in 1610 and sentenced to death. Following his execution, his head was never found, leading to rumors of his spirit searching for it. Could this figure have been him? Wendigo. This footage portrays a potential encounter with the infamous Wendigo, a creature from North American folklore known for its emaciated figure, large antlers, and an insatiable desire for human flesh. The video, reportedly recovered from a camera belonging to a young couple who vanished while hiking in Emerson County Forest, depicts the couple exploring a woodland trail.
Do you see that? Over there, look, over there. Do you see that?
What the hell?
Their voices alert the viewers to a moving shape within the thicket, not sure whether it is highly camouflaged or partially transparent. The figure emits a spine-chilling screech, prompting the hikers to run as the camera captures their panicked escape, accompanied by the creature's haunting shrieks.
I don't like it.
Okay, fuck. Go.
Would you ever want to face such a creature? Ghost patience. The eerie footage has left internet users perplexed and unsettled, portraying a security guard seemingly interacting with a ghost at a private medical clinic. The video commences with the door opening, yet no one enters the building. The guard, anticipating someone's arrival, checks his clipboard and seems to engage in conversation and gestures, as if ushering an unseen person further into the facility. Notably, he even offers a wheelchair to the invisible entity. A healthcare provider spokesperson acknowledged the door's malfunction, opening autonomously 28 times in a 10-hour period. However, they found the guard's conduct more puzzling, as his recorded entries in the system lacked corresponding names. There were speculations that he inscribed the name of a patient who had passed away the day before, but this remained unverified. Was this just a harmless prank or something more sinister? If you're too scared to go to sleep, click here to watch more eerie videos that will haunt you for weeks.